Okay, I gotta be careful with that. That's that cord. Oh. Okay. Well, that sucks. Gonna have to see if this camera will come on. The cord seems to be touchy. It seems to be a touchy subject. No, I don't want 3 months of garbage. Sorry, trying to get to YouTube. Every time I turn it on my phone. Oh, you're signing up for 1 more month of stuff. No, I don't want your stuff. Shut up, phone. Hey, Marissa. Oh, gosh. Setting up. So I got to check to see if this camera came on. So I got this camera here, but there's another camera that I needed to use. I think it was this. No, it's not definite. Oh, well, it is there, but it's not there. It's this camera, but it's frozen. Look at my face. I look like I've been smoking some, man. Let me refresh that camera. I touched the cord on that camera, and there we go. Okay, that's better. It's moving. So that is sort of a wide angle lens, so I'm going to look funny sitting over here. This is my messy bed, and today I'm kind of working on something. Me and my buddy were talking about it. I don't know if you guys know what briquettes. I think they're called briquettes, which is it's a little like compressed. Let me put you on this camera. It's like a compressed wood that you use to burn, in your firewood. And there's a lot of people that use firewood around here. And where I'm at, it's like a big camping area. There's a lot of people come here to camp, and we were thinking about making some briquettes. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but you take sawdust and whatever you have available, paper, cardboard, whatever, and you soak it in some water as a mash. You make a sort of a mash out of it. I guess that's what it would be called. Sort of like mashed potatoes. And then you squeeze all the water out of it, and you let it dry, and it burns really well. But we have an unlimited supply of sawdust and wood chips, so we were trying to think of a way to make money out here, and I think this probably be the best way right now, especially for the winter. And right now I'm coming up with a way to make some test ones, and I'm just using a caulk tube. You can see I cut the end out of that one. Yeah, I see you. It's kind of dirty inside. You can see that dust gets inside there. But these little caps, this is what presses through to press the caulk out. And I asked him this morning if he had another one, so I'm going to, you can't really see in there, but there's another one. I got to press this all the way through and pop this out. It's still got caulk in it a little bit, so I got to be careful. I'm going to end up with it all over the place. I do have a little rag over here I'm using. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just then I got to paint a sign. I have a white board out there that I painted yesterday. It's about this longish, this high. And I want to paint some letters for the address here on the property. There's no signs or anything here. And the ups guy, he was talking to me one day, and he's like, "Hey man, so you gonna ask the owner though, and see if he where is that? I got this long screwdriver I'm going to use. This is not it, but no, I don't want to use that. Hold on just a second. But anyways, I'll be painting the sign. I don't know if I'll stream painting the sign, but I might. And it's just no gaming today, not right now anyway. I'm just going to do some of this stuff, and I'm going to try to make one of the briquettes today. So as soon as I get this out, I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to get the caulk gun and go outside and mix up the sawdust that we have. And I don't know if I can't really take the camera out there. It's attached to the, attached to the laptop. But and yeah, also yesterday I was messing around. So one of my friends had 2 laptops that were just burnt up, and he's like, "Here," he's like, if you could repair these, it'd be great. He says, if not, just scrap them. So I scrapped them. There were some parts like fried on them, The motherboards still look decent, and I used to repair laptops, computers, whatnot. So I was like, is it worth it for me to just keep this? This one was an, I think they were both HPs. So I grabbed the parts out of them. The battery can come in handy, the little battery on the motherboard there. The fan can actually come in handy. The heatsink, that was not very big. But I grabbed the memory out of them. This one had 16 gigabytes, and I think this had like 8 gigabytes. It was 2. What was it? No, it had like 4 gigabytes. This is the old one. It's an old school one. But this one, you can upgrade the memory, of course, but it's a little dusty. But this one, you can actually change out the CPU. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that in a while. You can take this heat pipe off, and you can actually change out the CPU to a bigger CPU. And you don't see that too often in laptops. This is a much older one. I think this is from like 2007 or something like that. Or maybe 2000. Yeah, that's about the right price. Or right, his. This one was his, and the other one was his girlfriend's. I kept the memory out of it. I can't even. Yeah, it's 2 gigabytes. It's not much, but it's something, There's 2 of these. When I upgraded it, but I was thinking, well, what could I even do with these parts and get back into repairing laptops? Maybe. And that is even if the memory's any good. So just do 2 sticks of that. And then I got the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi adapters here. Speakers, USB. It's made universal now, but back when, you can get adapters and things. I could build a handheld game, a retro game system out of this. You know what I mean? I'm goofy like that. I used to do a lot of things, repairing computers, building computers. That was one of them. I'm a lot older. I'm just old, and I used to have insomnia, so I had a lot of time on my hands. I would sleep about, I want to say 2 to 4 hours a day. So I had a lot of time on my hands. I would study everything. Anyways, I'm going to grab this other screwdriver that I was looking for. My bed's a mess. I got wood chips all over it and everything else. This is where I sleep, by the way. So yeah, no real gaming today or do anything like that. I might stream a game a little later after I paint the letters on the sign, or the numbers rather. Gotta paint the numbers. Oh. And here's the other memory. The other laptop memory. Now I bought the cheapest that I could afford for my gaming laptop, which was the HyperX. But I got has 32 gigabytes of RAM. I think these are 4. Are these 4 gigabyte each? I think. Can't see it. Yeah. And so here's the 4 gigabyte ones. You can see that 4 GB on there. Got 2 of those, and then I got 2 8 gigabyte ones, I think. These are the ones that came out of my laptop. Yep. You see the 8 GB at the kind of. So if anything ever goes wrong, and people know that I work on laptops around here, or they kind of know. I was mostly a drunk when I lived here before. But yeah, I'll save those. You never know. And then I got I'm actually using one of the hard drives right now. I formatted it. It's just a 5. What is it? Actually, let me eject it and let's see. I've got it set up as an external. I named it backup drive. So we'll eject that one. Hopefully it'll eject. Yeah, cool. Now that camera might go off because I want to move this laptop a little bit. I hope not, but yeah. So I got it hooked up like. Yep, it went off. Okay, it came back on. So it's just hooked up like this. I have a reader that you can plug in to the ends of these. You just plug this into any hard drive pretty much, and this was the only good hard drive that was out of the whole bunch. There was 3 of them. One of them was a terabyte hard drive, which would have been great, but it was like making so much noise. It was ticking and whining. I was like, okay, something's definitely wrong with that one. It wouldn't read. It kept freezing up the laptop when I plugged it in. And but this one read. This one was fine. I formatted it, and it's 500 gigabytes. It's not nothing major, you know. You can see the 500 GB up there. But it is storage. So I'll use it for storage. I need to clean it. It looks nasty. Maybe put it inside of a case or something. I do have actually, you can see one right here. It's an external hard drive. It's mounted to the back of my monitor on the other laptop here. I usually keep videos and stuff on this one that I'm editing, or game files, which for my game that I'm building. I'll plug this back up later. I got a little shelf that I set this stuff up on, and I have another external hard drive on this side over here. It's 500 gigabyte also. It's kind of like this one. It's enclosed and everything. Hey, Just Gated Boo, how you doing? But that's where these little things come in handy. You can build stuff like that. Oops. You can find adapters and things that'll hook up into things like this, and I don't know. I'm too much of an old school nerd. But anyways, I might figure out something I can do with that, with one of those motherboards. As long as I can get power to it and a power button, I can slap some memory in there. My phone just restarted. Phones are the worst. You can't upgrade them. You go buy a new one. That's it. They're just disposable garbage. Is what they are. You hear me, Samsung, Apple? You're garbage. You're garbage. Why? You're making too much garbage on Earth. You stupid phones. Sorry, I hate phones. Okay, I'm gonna press this all the way through here. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing. I'll get that other camera up in a minute. Get my phone back on. Get my phone back on. Boo, 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 boo. I need to make some breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast really. So I got some habanero peppers. That was something. Don't get that stuff in your nose. Let me fix my phone here. Yesterday I didn't know I was cut. This is. Isn't this a habanero? They have like a little curl on top. I don't know if anybody knows peppers. It's pretty spicy. It's pretty dang spicy. It's not. I mean, I can handle it, but it's not something I would want to eat raw. You know what I mean? Yeah, phones suck. I know, they're horrible. They're a horrible thing. Yeah, but I think that's a habanero pepper. And I have a bunch of these. And I have a bunch of refried beans. And yesterday I diced up some onions and I diced up some of these peppers. And some other peppers that I have over there. And I mixed all that up together. And I started eating it. My nose started running. It was spicy. And now I said I diced them up, which I did. I cut them up with these little scissors. I always cut up like all my food with these. I don't know why. I just kind of slice them up into long slices and then I cut them up into little bitty pieces. I've got food scissors over here somewhere. And I accidentally rubbed my nose when I got my tissue out here that Mama sent me. Tissue for my nose. It's Puffs Plus. And when I was wiping my nose, I had that juice from the habanero on my hands still. It got up in my nose and it started. Don't touch my eyes. Don't touch any private parts. I went over and I grabbed my my alcohol hand sanitizer, cleaned my hands. But it was rough. It was a little rough. Not gonna lie. But a habanero, as far as I know, is the third. What is it? It's the third spiciest pepper. I think there's Pepper X, Ghost Pepper, and then habanero. I think it's like that on the chart. How do you even spell habanero? A-R-O? I don't know. Habanero, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a habanero. But I'm not absolutely sure. It kind of looks like one. Huh. I know it's not a. I'm looking for a chart here. Yeah, they turn yellow. This is a white habanero. It's kind of a whitish color, as you can see here. And I think that's what I'm looking at here. But the shape is a little weird. It does have sort of a longish shape. But I have a bunch of these, and some of them are really shorter, and some of them are longer. Here's one of the long ones. It's the same pepper, it's just different. You can't see. Yeah, here you go. still the same pepper. It's just different shape. And some of them are shorter and chunkier, like on that image there. So I think it's a habanero. I didn't know what they were when I got them. They just kind of came that way. And let's see what we got here. Chart. So we got spicy peppers from 0 to. Okay, is this something we can see? No. So you got bell peppers at the bottom, which is fine. Here's the ghost pepper. You got ghost pepper. I can't even see what these are hardly. So I've had some of these red. I think I've had some of these red habaneros too. And here's the habanero. It's like up above. You know, I always thought like what is it? The jalapenos peppers, jalapenos, the jalapenos. You know, they're fairly spicy. They got some good spice to them. But that one's way up there. It is too. It is spicy. I ain't gonna lie. It was spicy. It was a one spicy meatball. If you have a bunch, you can make some salsa. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So I got the refried beans too. I diced up some onions and some habaneros and some of this. I don't even know what this pepper is. This one's not spicy though. It's a big ass pepper. I bit the end of it off a little bit. I diced up one of these. And actually some carrot. I hear a helicopter. Definitely a helicopter. Yeah, but I diced it all up and I put it in there. My only problem is I didn't have any chips to make dip for the dip part. Like, oh man, I ran out of chips. Okay, let me get this end out of this thing. I want to use this little thing right here. It's the only thing I needed from this whole tube. Yeah, I don't really need that tube either. I need this one. This one's fine. I need to clean this off. It's got a bunch of that caulk on there. And let me grab my rag over here. I really hate to use this rag for this, but it's okay. It's a cleaning rag. Lord knows I need to clean in here. But maybe I'll make some money from doing this and, you know, be able to buy more cleaning rags. Oh, this stuff does not want to come off of there. Ew. It was gooey. Ew. Hey, Bucketifa. I'm making some things. I'm building stuff out of habanero peppers and caulk. Okay, cleaning rag can go over there. And no, I gotta put these back over here so I don't accidentally squish one. You accidentally set on one of those. That'd be nasty, wouldn't it? Let me go get my just like a little bit more in there. Come on, man. I gotta get all this out. It's very hard to clean these off. I'm making a way to press a thing called briquettes. It's from like, you can use old newspaper. You can use sawdust. We have sawdust. We have an unlimited supply of sawdust and wood chips here, and for free. And we're trying to, me and my buddy on his farm here, we're trying to come up with a way to make a little decent money, you know. And where I live, it's a big camping area. It's the Kaibab Forest, the Grand Canyon, and it's a great place to sell firewood. And we have a way to make an unlimited supply of firewood that'll burn longer. So we're gonna make these briquettes. Anyways, in order to make the briquette, you have to be able to compress wood, like sawdust and yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, the fire starters. Actually, let me go grab my caulk gun. I'll be right back. And I want to grab a fire starter and show you guys what it looks like. I have one out here, just so conveniently. Actually, I think it's in here. Is it right there? No, it's not it. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I got this stuff. I think I grabbed everything I needed. I have so much crap in here. It's horrible. I got this like stuff laying on the floor because I got on one of my ADHD things last night. Took apart two laptops and fixed my beanie hat. Yeah, I get like that sometimes. So I have ADHD, and sometimes it's a curse. It looks so bad over through there. Actually, is this camera still on? Okay, that camera's frozen. Let me refresh it. The cord on this camera is broken. There we go. So here's what I've been dealing with. So so the blankets and stuff are piled down here, and my jacket, of course. I took my jacket off. It's like 60 degrees today, and I'm not even about to show you the floor. I'll show you the beginning of the floor. So we have dirty shoes, and we have 2 water bottles. We have a tin under here, and the rest of the floor is just as bad. So I'm not going to show that part. I've already piled up my countertop that I've cleaned back here. You can see all the dishes and stuff piled up. I was like, dude, I took these 2 drawers out. There's the laptop parts. I got to take all this stuff back out and clean it again. I make such a mess when I'm like that. But I get to like looking for things and I can't find it, and then stuff ends up sitting here and there and there and here, and it's just a horrible mess. It's a struggle. Those are rookie messes. Yeah, but I got like laptop parts laying here that I don't even know how I got into taking apart the laptops. Oh, I was looking for screws. I was going to take this laptop apart that you guys are on right now. So this has got some little star head screws in it, and they're absolutely horrible to remove. And I was looking for some screws. Here's the type of little stinky screws. I was going to start. My fingernails are filthy too. I was out working all day yesterday, working on farm stuff. But anyways, I ended up with 2 laptops. This one would probably still work. This is just the motherboard, but it's got all these. I don't know if it's something I should keep or not. I used to work on laptops and computers all the time. This is another laptop here. This is just the innards. I don't know if this is something I should keep or just toss. Probably toss it. I'll take the batteries out, keep the batteries. I keep little things like that, and probably the fans. You know, fans do go bad in these, and all you gotta do is really unplug them. But then again, like I was saying, I could turn this into a little retro gaming console if I wanted to. If I had a 3D printer, I would. I will keep the fan, but that'll be it. I think that's it. I gotta throw some of this garbage away. We'll put all these spare parts in here. This fan comes off. Oh yeah, it comes off the same way. Is it screwed on? I don't know. This one's got some water damage, so this one probably is no good at all. And the battery. The battery. Honestly, don't know how that comes out. I've never taken one of those out of a laptop. I'll figure it out later. Anyways, I gotta get rid of this stuff. And look, I even have a monitor here. It's a monitor from the HP, the other HP. It's a good monitor. Maybe, if it don't have water damage. He had them sitting outside for a while, so it's more than likely they're watered, you know. Here's a thing for the Wi-Fi. Probably camera. This is where it plugs in onto the motherboard. And I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a speaker or a microphone. Anyways, you got these cords that run up inside here. I remember when this laptop worked. It was about 5 years ago. Or, no, 8 years ago. I used to hang around with that dude all the time. I haven't seen him in a while now. He gave me those. He's like, hey, if you can fix them, awesome. He says, if you can't, just toss them. And the power supplies were all messed up. There was it was a mess. Okay, we don't want to use this one. We want to use the clean one. I cleaned this one out yesterday. Kind of. It's still dirty inside, but this one's still sticky. It still got sticky stuff in it. If you're over here looking at the camera. Smell. Okay. But yeah, this one's dry. This one's still sticky. Yeah. I'll let this one dry up and I'll pick them out like this and just make fake boogers. Oh gosh, my nose started itching when I said that. Okay, a little bit down there. So this, how I'm going to do this is, I'm going to slide one of these. I needed the other caulk to get the other caulk tube to get one of these things out of. These fit really, really snug inside of here. So I'm going to slide. This is the end where the caulk usually comes out. You can see I cut it. Cut it like an octagon shape there, or whatever that shape is. I want to slide this one all the way to the end, all the way down to the bottom. If I can get it inside there. It's very snug. So that's a good thing. That's what we needed. Oh crap, I just dropped it on the floor. Oh god, I'll never find it. Alright, we're good. Tifa! Marissa! What did it say? What is this? What? My chat disappeared. Hold on a second. Okay, I see a thing up there. I don't know what that is. My chat's screwed up on my phone. I just see, hey, Tifa. It's like highlighted or something. Sniff. You can see I'm having issues getting this in there. I know it fits. I had it in there before. It's just very difficult to get it in there straight. Anyways, this is going to be for some test ones. We got to test to see how much wood and water and other things that we're going to use. We got a secret ingredient. I think I already said it earlier on one of the chats, though. But I need to get this down in there. I know it fits. I had it in there once before. This is very difficult. Why gotta be so difficult? Mama Gamer! I'm building a fire log builder. Oh yeah, here. I got the quick sticks. This is the same thing. This probably has some kind of accelerant in it though, like kerosene or diesel. But right there's what they are. They're just pressed. It's little pressed wood. I wish the camera would focus. But I use these two. There's actually two of them here. Or I just split that one apart. It doesn't matter. But I break these off and start my charcoal grill with them, and they smell good. But that's all it is. It's like compressed paper and maybe this one might be sawdust too. This one does have an accelerant in it though, so it's probably something like lighter fluid. But it's a quick way to start fire. We can make these as dense as you want them to be. So the more dense they are, the more hard they are, the longer it'll burn. Or you can make them less dense, and like I'm going to do with this one. I'll try a really dense one and then a less dense one, and let my buddy test them out. He's got a wood fire stove over there. So we'll let him test them and see what they do, see if we need to make changes. We need to get it's not rocket science, but I can't not get this in there to save my life. I'm gonna need my knife so I can squish this down in there. Get in the hole. That's what she said. Get in there, you little bastard. You imagine I gotta do this every time I make one of these bricks too. You know what? Give me my knife. No, I want to use a different knife. I'm just going to split the end of this. It's best if you split the end of it anyway. Just a little bit on that side and a little bit on this side. I'm using a rug knife. There, just a little. So made just a little notch on the ends on both sides there. That way I can kind of. It probably won't help any. I don't want to cut these up too much. Get in there, you turd. You know what? Fine. Go in there that way. It's crooked. But I'll use my screwdriver to straighten it out along the way. I just got to get it down to the other end of the tube. The turb. Okay, it's there. It's just not straight. I can't remember how I did this before. I think I just went like this to get it in there. I need something maybe a little smaller. No. I pushed it in there straight. I didn't have to get out of there. I pushed it in there like this, just straight down. And it went in there perfect. I shouldn't have taken it out, but I'll have to take this out every single time that I make one of these logs. So what you do is you put sawdust and water and paper, cardboard, whatever, newspaper, and you put it into a bucket and you let it sit and soak up the water, and you squish it up and you make like a paste out of it, and then you dump the paste in here inside of this. And I'm going to be running it This is like the more simple way to do it. Let me do this before. I just, damn it. After I get my paste in there, I put my other cap down inside there. This one will go in easy. That's the way I should put it in there anyway. Just put it in this way. Doesn't matter which way it goes. Ta-da! Did it. But anyways, after you fill your paste inside here, you put it in just a regular caulk gun, and you push it. You push all the water out of it. I have to drill holes, through here. I'm just pushing that one all the way down. There we go. Ta-da! It's on the end now. I can even drill holes in the end here, which I'll probably do. But I want to drill maybe 4 holes around this side, and then maybe 4 at the end here, 5. But anyways, after I put my paste in there, then I put the other end inside of it. And it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get out, but we got some rebar that'll fit all the way through this. And that's the reason I cut the little octagon hole here. So whenever I stick the rebar in to get it out, you just push. You push with the rebar underneath it, and you push it like that to push the. Of course, the rebar will be a little more stable. You push it back out like that, and ta-da! And then you got your big chunk of this. Anyways, a lot of people around here buy firewood for the winters. A lot of people buy even throughout all the seasons, because people are buying they're buying firewood for campfires. Now this is just for a test. These are just test ones. We have a whole. He has a whole machine that he's going to make, and we're going to print a logo on them too. And they have a name. After we print the first ones and let them dry, I'll show you guys. And we'll be packaging those in like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, and selling them at the stores down here. Locally made. Everybody likes locally made stuff. Support the locals. You got to support the locals over here. That's one of our things that we do. It's a tight community, The temperature drops in the night. I can't see what he's saying here. Trying to get this heart out of the way. Yeah, the desert's wild. Right now it's 60 degrees. And then at night, though, it's like 28 degrees. Here's the temperature inside. 61. Sun's shining out there. Even days we get snow, if the sun starts shining in it, it is a different type of hot and cold. It is a dry heat, and it is it's not anymore, it don't seem. But it can be 90 degrees outside, and the breeze feels good, and Mama gets it worse probably than I do. There's got to be a better way. So you're using old caulk guns. Yep, yeah, that's the way I'm going to build these test ones. Now these are just meant for him to test in his fireplace over there. But he has a machine here. He got the blueprints already. It's not a machine. It's just made of wood. Let me see if I can get it to load up here. I forgot how you spell these briquettes. Well, for some reason it's not type. What the hell, Google? T-S? I don't know. Briquettes, yeah. I spelled it right. So here's what we're looking at. You can see these are briquettes too. We're going to be making square ones like this. And he's using, let's see, there's a press. There's a wooden press that he's going to make. Right here it is. It was something like this one. But he's going to build, let's see, how was it? Yeah, here's the basic design anyway. You can see a lot of people have built these. But I think he wanted to make the square one to make the square logs with instead of the tubular shaped ones. So the way he wanted to make one was the design anyway would be something like this. I'll just draw with some thick lines here. Instead of it being a rectangle shape completely. So this will be the side. He wanted to make them kind of like this. Sort of a octagonal, a long, what do you call it? Oblong octagon shape. And then we're going to have our logo and name. I won't show you the logo yet, but anyways, you guys can figure it out too. Until he gets it, so there'll be a name here, and then there will be a little picture of something right here. I'll just draw the little picture. You guys can guess what it is already, probably. Yeah, little. That's horrible looking. And moo. Yeah, so our logo will be something like that with the name under it. And that'll be the briquette. And if you want to see it in 3D, you know, we can do that too. Just kind of do this little number. And, I don't know how to be. Oops. That was horrible 3D. 3D nightmare. This is way off. But anyways, he wants to make it like a maybe 2 or 3 inches thick. That's absolutely horrible. But and I think it was going to be 3 or 4 inches wide and maybe 6 inches, 6 to 10 long. I'm not really sure. We'll have to figure out how long he wants them. How, you know what I mean? 3 hours nap. Have 5 streams up and running. Getting coffee. I need more coffee too. I actually use all my coffee. It sucks. But it is what it is. So it's okay. But it'll be something like this. The shape. They don't have to be fancy though. You know, people's gonna burn them anyway. No big deal. But yeah, I gotta make some of that goo out there and shove it in here and press one of them today. Maybe let me go get a drill. I want to drill a few holes. Probably more towards this end since everything will be pressed this way. I want more holes at this end of the tube, you know, for the water to squirt out. And I'll probably drill a couple on the end, maybe like 4 or 5. This end I don't want any holes in though. I mean, I can. It doesn't matter if it comes out the top or where. Actually, it would probably help if I did drill a couple in here too. It would help it, you know, not be so hard to press down. Let me go get one. Hey, Bucket Teeth, I appreciate it. Me out here trying to make some money somehow, you know. Anyways, my buddy, he has this property, and you guys have seen outside there. We're turning. It's coming along. He wanted to do a farm, and sent one Ashless Chaps gift. Yeah, I got to do that today too. It's about the half of the month here. Let me send some too. I appreciate that, Tifa. Who got one there? LJS Gaming. Awesome. I appreciate the support. I really do. Let me see if I gotta send out 5 more too. I was gonna do them today or tomorrow. My buddy's he left today. He went down south. He's got to pick up some wood and some glass. He's got these glass walls. We're going to finish up building the shower room here. Let me see if I can walls. Let me see if I can send out a few of these today too. I did plan on like doing some kind of gaming later, but I still have to paint this sign. I want to paint some letters on the sign. I'll go do that in a minute too. And I do have some gifteds that I can send out. Also, I can send out 5 right now, hopefully. You bring it every day, Ashless. Every day, Ashless. You bring it every day. I'm bringing something. I don't know what it is yet. There we go. We're gonna do 5 more. Oh, look, I got me a keyboard too. I don't know if you guys seen that. So this keyboard, if anything happens to my keys, these keys fit that HP I showed you earlier. The smaller one. This motherboard here. It went to this. It was the same almost as. I mean, the keyboard is absolutely identical, except it's a different color. As you can see here, let me switch cameras here real quick. How do we? Is it outside camera? Yeah, right here. Yeah, the keys are identical. So this keyboard will fit in my laptop if anything happens to the keys. It's the same thing. You know, and this is in pretty good shape. Nothing major. Maybe a little dirt. Looks like there might be a dent right there though. It's the back side of it. But I can pop these keys off too. If anything happens to any of these keys, which I usually take pretty good care of my stuff. I don't throw it around, you know. I've learned my lesson on that type of thing. Stuff gets broken. You know, I don't want it to get broken. But anyways, if anything happens to the keys, I got extra keys. And I could change some of them out just to be cool. You know, I could change the WSAD out to the black and the spacebar. Yeah. Just to make it look custom. I like custom stuff. I don't like normal stuff. What was I gonna do? Something about going outside to grab something. Drill. We're gonna need a drill, and it's gonna go in that thing. Be right back. I'm gonna set this tube outside to dry. Look, it's all stinky in there. Sorry. Let's have too much fun. Oh, here's those habanero pepper seeds, by the way. I'm gonna plant some of these seeds. Ooh. We're gonna have some spicy stuff. Gonna have some sniff. I don't know why I did that for. It's just funny the first time, I guess. It's like, this dude's weird. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drill real quick. I get my drill. It's drilling time. Yeah. So you can see how big my space is. I have to crawl in face first and then get my feet up here. I don't really have a floor I can walk on. From my floor to my ceiling is here to here. Like my leg. I've got a floor space over there, which is what's that? I think it's 5. It might be 4.5 feet tall. My space that I come in. Let me see. So here's the floor. It is how high is it? 47? Yeah, it's right at 4 feet. So my ceiling is 4 feet tall in here from the floor part. Anyway, I'm just sitting on the bed part, which is not. I don't know how much room I got sitting here. You see, here's the bed. 30 inches. Really? So here's the space I'm sitting. It's this tall. That's why I sit like I do, I guess. But anyways, I was looking for one of the vans when I built this van. I was looking for one of the. Okay, that's fall now. I was looking for one of the vans that I could stand up in, but they want way too much for those. Supposed to come off? Yes, sir. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's his little magnetic thing. It turns all these into magnet. He was telling me he got one of these. Pretty cool. All right, we got drill bits. These are my tools. This is his drill because my drill's dead. I got 2 of them here somewhere. One of them's meant for like just hanging stuff on the walls with, and the other one is too, pretty much. What size holes do we want? We don't want the sawdust to be pushed out of it, so I could go with a small hole like this. That'll do. That'll do it. I've broken so many of these drill bits. I actually broke one drilling through the van here when I was installing my just broken it in. It breaks so easy, but I got a whole set, so it's good to have tools, especially if you're a person like me. Live somewhere that's almost unlivable. Just drop this in here and drill a few holes in this tube. In their tubular tube. I know you guys can't really hear me, sorry about that. I forgot to stick my headset on. Okay, this is the bottom. So we're gonna drill maybe 4 holes in here. I ain't worried about my bed, it's dirty anyway. Dirty already. There we go, 1. We'll do 4 in the bottom. That drill bit is dull, but it's okay. Turn that around. I got 1 more hole to do here. It keeps pushing my thing upwards. You can see the my 4 little holes in there. It kept pushing it up that way. That's how I knew this drill bit's dull. Horrible. There's a little plastic come off of it. It's fine. I'll vacuum it up next year. We can hear you. Okay. Yeah, I had my headset laying over there. Probably hear that drill really loud. Let me force that back down with the screwdriver here. Oh, come on, screwdriver. I'll push this all the way back down. There we go. It got pushed up a little bit. There it is. Okay. I'm craving an apple. I'm craving an apple right now. I'll get one in a minute. Let's see. I need to go. Where's my flashlight at? Here it is. I want to see something. I want to see how far that thing goes, and I can't see it. Okay. Okay, it's just like right above that black part there. I can just start there, drill holes. Don't have to be neat or anything, but I'll make them kind of neat though. Yeah, 1, 2. I'll just drill holes around this whole area here, I guess. I was going to do less than 4, or I was just going to do like 4 and 4, but I think I'll just go all the way around this whole thing. You guys can't even see what I'm doing here. Let me see if I can aim this down some without the laptop falling off. Just drilling. Let me not make that look like where it's at. Didn't take too much to drill a hole through that, so I don't want it to come out the other side and hit me in the hand. That'd be funny. I ended up with this stuff all over me. Plastic. Should be enough holes for the water to escape. And one more set. Alright, well, I could probably come up here a little bit too. If I plan on the briquette being at least like this long, you know, because I want to compress, I want to fill it all the way up, but then start compressing it. It'll probably go to about right here. I should probably put holes along up these sides too, just because you want all that water to be able to escape. So I'll just keep drilling. We'll go on up here up to about halfway. I'll try to put the same amount of hose all the way around. So I'm gonna say right about here. There we go. I don't know if you see those holes or not. Oops. I guess you could if I aimed it correctly, couldn't I? I want to bring them all, not every single one of these, but I want to go one, skip one. You can see how close I got these together. So here's my fresh line. So I've got next one here, next one here, next one there. So what I want to do is, since this one goes all the way down, I'm going to skip these two and go to this next one and go all the way down, and then skip that one and go to that one and go all the way down. That way this thing don't explode, you know, from hopefully it don't explode from the pressure from, you know, compressing it all, but it'll still have enough hose for the water to escape. So skip the, I don't know how many I drilled in there. 1, 2, 3. And it don't have to be perfect. I'm just got a little bit OCD about that type of thing. Okay, skip that one and go to this one. And you guys probably can't even see what I'm doing anymore because I got drill putty all over me. It looks like I'm paid for the end results. Yeah. I'll have it done here today. Shouldn't be too hard. I don't know if I'll be able to make, because I don't have a camera outside right now, so I won't be able to show you how I'm making it, but I will show the end result. I was reading and watching other videos on these things, and it takes them about a week to dry out. To dry all the way through, you know. So it'll be about a week. I'll show one of them. I'll make a couple and show them. I'll take some pictures or something too. So I'm gonna skip that one and go to this one. Try not to drill my hand. You know, I drilled my hand once. I don't suggest it. Once when I was young, dumb, and full of it. I thought I knew everything, and I was drilling with my left hand, and I don't know if you can see this little. Where's that scar at? Yeah, it's right. There's a scar there. You see that little, looks like a bubble sticking up. It's like a little tiny circle right there under my dirty ass fingernail. There's a scar there, and that's where a drill bit about this size went into. It just went right in there, and it's twisted the skin up the drill bit. And I had to reverse the drill to get it out because you couldn't pull it out because it's just nasty. But anyways, I think sounds like somebody honking their horn. Hold on a second. If it's my buddy, I might have to end my stream here real quick. But I will be back later. I wanna do some gaming. Be right back here. I think that might be my friend. He texted me just now too. He's like, "Hey man." So you know what? I'll go ahead and end this stream since that's probably him out there. But I appreciate you guys joining, and I will finish up working on this. And I got to paint a sign today too. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I